Our next guest is an entrepreneur, executive producer, and writer of TV, digital series, and short films, who has brought her vision to found the VaNcOuVeR Web Fest in 2013. The festival, now in its fifth year and getting bigger, is a premier festival focused on the world's digital storytelling industry. Since its inception, it has been dedicated to promoting the highest quality professional online digital content. The VaNcOuVeR Web Fest creates an efficient and effective networking environment for all creators, buyers, distributors, industry partners, sponsors, and audiences to meet and further develop this industry both locally and internationally. So ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Suzette Laqua. Welcome back, everybody. We're here at Lift Bar and Grill here in Cole Harbour. After much preparation, emails back and forth, change of venues. Finally, we're here today with Suzette. Suzette, she's the founder of VaNcOuVeR Web Fest. That takes place when, April 19th?
April 19th to 21st.
All right.
So, yeah, so coming up, 2 weeks today.
Scary.
Oh, why did you do that to me? That's
I know.
mean. Like I stopped looking at my my website because we've got the countdown clock, and because it was just too stressful. So I don't go to my homepage ever. Yeah. I just go to all the other pages. So, but yeah, 2 weeks today.
All right. Well, let's get right into it then.
Okay.
What draws you to this industry, and basically, why did you start the Web Fest?
Basically, what happened was a few years ago, a friend of mine asked me to do a pilot with him, and I agreed to it. I thought it'd be a lot of fun. I'm not from the industry originally. I'm not an actor. I'm not anything. And we decided to do a pilot. So we wrote it together. He directed it. We produced it together. It didn't get picked up. So what we did is we to keep it alive, we decided to put it into a web series. And at that time, there was only 5 web series festivals in the world, and one of them was in LA. So we submitted it to LA. We got in as an official selection. I went down there, and we didn't win. But that is why I decided to start a web fest in Vancouver, because there was not one in Canada at all. I felt ripped off that we didn't win. And I came back to Vancouver in 2013, and by 2014, we were full on for May. 2014 was our first year.
How much work goes into running something like this?
Well, for myself and a couple of my team, all year round. While we're in this year, we've already got to prep for 2019 dates, venue, bookings, that sort of thing. So we're running about 18 months out from the actual festival when we start the next one. So it's a lot of work, and I mean it's a full-time gig. I mean, again, just for a few of us, and then the others come on closer to the festival. So,
who and what is represented this year at the fest?
Well, what we've done this year is, in the past, we've had we were at the Performance Works on Granville Island, which was a lovely venue and a great area to do it. But what happened was we were doing back to back. So we did a couple screening blocks, then we'd have a panel. We'd do a couple screening blocks, then a keynote. We could only fit in so much in a day, and it was jam-packed. So what we decided to do is, when we are at the Vancouver Convention Center this year, because we needed more space, so we've got the screenings going on, we've got the panels, keynotes, we've got workshops, we've got VR this year, which is new, and oh, look who's here. Oh. Of course, I got, wait, straight up vodka.
Okay, yeah.
Where's my side of lemon? No, I'm just joking. What did I put in vodka?
Yeah,
keep this in too, this will be fun.
Okay.
Right? And green tea. Awesome, that'll be that'll be enough for everybody, for me.
Thank you.
And then, some vodka for you too.
Yeah,
you go, girl. Just saying.
All
okay,
right.
so we've got, and then what we're doing this year is we've got VR. So we've got the VR experience, because one of the things that I thought was brilliant was, when I had checked out some VRs, no other festival, like unless it's a VR conference or something, has it. And nobody, like, you're not going to go to a conference unless you're into VR. You're not going to spend the money. So we wanted to give our creators that VR experience. So it's education, it's experience, And it's just information on, so we've got VR set up all weekend, and there's different VR experience
great.
throughout the venue. And there's also a workshop, there's also a couple speakers, just for those who don't know and they want to learn, and even for those who do know, I encourage them to come because the VR is changing by the minute. So,
what do you think the future is for VR and film?
Well, honestly, I do believe, in fact, one of our web series has incorporated the VR into their web series. So it's just a matter of them understanding it and knowing where it's going. So this is what we want to bring to the creators. So, because I think when they go to a VR conference, I think it's not for them. Like they're not going to learn what they need for them as a web series creator, So, but yeah, no, I'm really excited about the VR part this year. I mean, everything that we've got going on is amazing. So.
What are some of the challenges that you had to overcome, or usually you overcome?
With the festival or with me?
Well, we'll get into that later. But
what are some of the challenges with that?
What are some of the challenges that you had to overcome on the last few years in
I think,
WebFest?
I think just really getting it to a point where that it was gonna, we want to get back to the creators. So the challenges, we're just trying to figure out what we're doing to help the creators and what will be promising to them.
Yeah.
And I think it's really funny that the phone rang. Like, let's keep this in too.
Don't worry, we'll get it in there. It's
it makes it fun,
Yeah.
But honestly, the challenges are exciting too because it makes us want to work harder and do better. And every year, we think about how can we make a festival better? How can we bring this experience to the creators, to their teams, and go on to the next level for them. So, but it's fun.
Well, you just recently spoke with Girl on Girl Humor. They have a web series called Girls versus the City, and they're nominated actually at your festival.
Yeah.
So can you explain that whole process of getting nominated and submissions and stuff?
Well, basically what they do is we open up for submissions 6 months out, so August, September. So they would submit their series through Film Freeway, and then we don't look at them at all. They're just put in categories, but we have screeners are screening them continuously, and by the end of October we've got our final submissions in. They take another 4 to 6 weeks, and an official selection is made for each genre. They're also made for actor, actress, director, etc. And by the time, probably mid-December, early January is when we come out with our official selection list. They are notified. They get the laurels, and then they're invited to the festival. Of course, they're screening their episodes, and they're up for awards, which nobody, including myself, sees until the night of. The only people that get to see it are the IT person who does the awards night, because each web series comes up on, like, for best comedy, the little clips, and then at the end it's like, and the winner is, and then they open the envelope.
So it's like the Oscars, and they're guarded by a security guard, as a lockbox. Who does it for the Oscars? It was.
But I'm not going to have them because they're going to.
Waterhouse, or was it?
One of those guys. I'm not going to have the guy.
No one's going to mess up and say the wrong name.
Oh my God.
Okay.
We actually did that last year because it happened last year. So at the festival, we did a little spoof on it, and we opened it up and actually called out whoever the Oscars called out last year. What was that musical?
So it was Moonlight, and it was.
But the one that actually didn't win, but thought they did win, that one, the musical one, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we all ran up on stage. There was about, 20 of us on stage. I mean, we did a spoof of it. People loved it. I mean, it was a drag for them, but yeah. So basically, there's 2 people that know, and one of them is the IT guy that has to put it up on the screen, and the trophy people, because we have these beautiful. Lead crystal trophies and they're engraved, and stuff like that. So 2 people know. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I knew in the first year, and it was awful because you came.
You can't keep your mouth shut.
Well, I could. And the problem was I just felt like I was going to throw up.
Oh, okay.
So you show up, and I know you didn't win, but you flew in all the way from Australia.
Okay.
I just wanted, I'm like, oh my, and I just know you didn't win.
Well, speaking of Australia, how many countries are involved?
We had 24 countries submit this year, and I think 16 are official selections. As far as South Africa this year, that was a first.
Wow.
India this year, which was a first. We also had Turkey. We're we've always done really well with the countries, and I'm just absolutely thrilled with the new countries that are coming in. So, and actually South Africa, I believe, and India are both official selections this year. So
wow.
It's pretty cool.
How many categories?
Well, we have, I believe, 12 genres, and then there's also I think there's 24 altogether, plus Best Overall, Best Canadian, Best International, and Best of BC.
Okay.
So we've got like the other ones are like the Best Cinematographer, Actor, Actress, Director, like those categories. So it's an amazing award show. Like it's about an hour and a half, but it's really we make them feel special, you know. So.
What do you think? What would you say people can expect to get from this WebFest? What kind of experience? What kind of information?
I'm hoping just the experience, like their web series will be screened, and we're open to the public. The screenings are all free. We decided to change that this year because a lot of people want to bring their aunt and uncle and cousin and brother and sister, and in the past we charged $10, which wasn't a lot, but it just encourages them to bring more people, fill the theater. And also the networking that we will offer these creators, not just locally but internationally. We've had a lot of people meet at our festival that have become friends and also have worked together in the future, even if one's in Australia and one's in the US. So all we're doing, and then what we want to really do is give back to them with the panels, with the keynotes, the information that they can get from our festival and take home with them to make themselves as the creators, their web series, you know, the people that they work with, just, you know, they can, you know, grow from this festival. So that's our hopes, is just having them become more and more successful.
How did you find this year's keynotes?
Actually, well, I travel to different conferences. Like I'll go to France to MIPTV, MIPCOM, down to Florida to NATP. They're both partners with us as well, and just different festivals. And what we do is, so, you know, just when I'm meeting the people there is, like for instance, we had Propagate, which is Ben Silverman's company out of the States. He's the one that started Big Brother and The Office. And at one of the speakers, BP Jenkins, I met him as he was coming out of one of his talks and did the exchange of cards. He looked us up, sent me an email, and then, you know, and then we go from there. So, and then also to Paula Hoffman, who's our director of development, she also searches out, and again, we've got a really good reputation now, so we don't have a problem getting speakers. They've heard about us, they know that we've done well and that we're very reputable, so they will come in, you know, from the US and throughout Canada, and so we're really proud of who we bring in, you know, so.
Well, have you had any mentors along the way of this whole, at the beginning and now, like just advice from people?
Oh God, everybody's got advice.
Everybody's got 2 cents,
well,
for sure.
And the best part is after running it for 5 years, they can sit there and critique. I'm like, dudes, feel free to start it from the beginning and then critique me after 5 years, you know. But you know what? There are people that give amazing feedback, and I am meeting them in different areas and different levels of the industry. For instance, a fella came on about 4 years ago. I met him in an elevator. Sounds good. At another festival, and apparently I did not know that he was in a grumpy mood, but he was miserable apparently. He was so upset. By the time we got off the elevator in the parkade, he was laughing, and we exchanged cards, and I didn't know. And so he phoned me the next day, and he said that he was just so thrilled to meet me. And anyways, and fast forward, he's a huge successful businessman in Vancouver. And you know, and he's been a mentor to me. Like, just I can go to him and, you know, talk to him about this and that, and he'll give me his feedback and his honesty. And you know, Hank Lees is his name, and I'll tell you something. He's been huge in the last few years. And again, I'm thrilled and grateful for everyone I've been meeting, for all the experiences I've been getting. But he's been huge for us. So, you know, or for me personally, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of advice do you have for yourself growing up and before you started this WebFest? Is there anything you would tell yourself not to do or do differently?
Don't swear. Trucker's mouth. Yeah. For any of you, though, you know, they know me. But no, don't swear. No, I think, you know, I'm pretty happy. But you know what? The big thing is don't be too hard on yourself. Like, I find that sometimes I'll be like, oh, why did I say that? Or why did I do that? you know, I'll go to bed upset or something, and it's like, it's not worth it. It's like, it happened for a reason. Just deal with it. And you know, I think the advice I'd give myself from younger to now, and even this minute, is just let it happen. I mean, don't be hard on myself. And I mean, so take that advice. But just I mean, I do appreciate everybody, but just appreciate myself more and what I do. You know, and that's not the do. Just saying.
How big is your team? Like, who's all involved?
Well, go to the website, www.VancouverWebFest.com, under Vancouver WebFest team. But we have 20 people.
20.
Yes, and 3 or 4 of us are. I'm full-time year-round. You know, there's a couple that are with me year-round, more on a part-time basis, but still involved like a lot. And then the others, you know, they all vary on what stage they come in. But we're in touch all year round too, like, you know, just with
a lot of wheels turning.
Yeah, always, and we keep everyone else in the loop. But and then there's, like, for instance, Susie Lee, who's our correspondent, and she's the one I'm doing the Facebook Live with. So, you know, for instance, she'll do posts throughout the year as well, just for fun, and so everybody's got it. You know, they dabble in it throughout the year, and you know what I'm so proud of is a lot of these people have been with us from the beginning, so 5 years or 4 years, and you know, there's a couple that have come on this year for sure, and then everybody stayed with us. I mean, there's been a little bit of a turnover, but that's life. But I'm so proud that, you know, they love us so much that they want to stay with us. You know, that we can actually. You know, call it a team, you know, and that's a volunteer team. So.
You gotta love that.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Is that a challenge too? One of your challenges, biggest challenges, to find volunteers?
Well, no, actually, we're doing really well with the volunteers. We actually have people emailing us saying, you know, the festival's coming up, are you looking for volunteers? I'd love to be part of it. And we're like, dude, you're in. Yeah. Or dudette, you're in. So, because they've just heard, because we treat them really well, we have fun. You know, they can enjoy the festival as well, and what we encourage our volunteers to do is to network. So if they're actors or actresses or whatever industry they're in, we encourage them to network with our people, professionally of course, but the idea is for them to be able to meet people as well. So, and to take in the festival and enjoy it and have a good time. So we have a lot of repeat volunteers that come back every year, and then, like I said, we've got a lot of new ones that have asked to be part of it. So. But if you want to volunteer, depends when this is going to go out.
This will be a week before.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to volunteer at Vancouver WebFest.
There you have it. Yeah. What are some other challenges you think that you face?
The space in this city. There's we left Performance Works because there was only one theater. We had to set up tents outside for that. We had another area for people could network or sit down and have a coffee, whatever, go on their laptops. And then we went to the convention center, which is great, and it'll be awesome. But it's like we just need like a Performance Works with another room or two, you know. But that's easy to get to, you know. That's cost effective for those not-for-profit festivals. But I think that in this city, that's a challenge, and also last-minute Vancouver.
Yeah.
Feel free to buy the tickets, people. We're not going anywhere, and trust me, there's nothing else going on the 19th, 20th, 21st, at least that I know of.
Not in April, no.
No, I'm just saying.
And there's lots to see and do, so lots to check out. So.
I mean, I am actually pretty happy with where we are, just because with the Vancouver Convention Center, West Building, by the way, the new building, you know, there's a lot of places to go grab a bite to eat, coffee shops to bring, you know, whatever they want to do.
We're got this close. Fantastic view.
Yeah,
as well.
You know, we're right on the water. I don't want it to distract them too much.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe for the rain. I don't know. But I'm just saying because they'll stay inside. But I also want those who do come in from out of town to be able to see our beautiful city. So they'll be given an opportunity where we're located this year to experience Gastown and the harbor, and you know, it's some pretty neat things. So.
Well, finally.
Finally, what?
Not finally, sorry.
What do you mean? Are we wrapping up? That sucks. And leave that in.
We'll say lastly.
Lastly,
what are your hopes, not only for this festival, but for the future in general?
My future?
Yeah. Wait, no future.
Let me look into my crystal ball.
The future of the industry and for the future of the WebFest.
Well, honestly, what was the question?
What are your hopes and dreams?
to sleep.
Yes.
Just saying. The sleep will be good. Okay, that's 2 weeks and a couple days from now. But honestly, I want to stay. I don't want to be huge. I don't want to be a TIFF. I don't want to be a TED Talk. I like the size that we are because I find it still very intimate.
It's an indie festival.
It's an indie festival, and but mind you, we got dubbed the Sundance of WebFest.
Wow.
Because we do get studios that submit, and they do go up against the indies.
The smaller ones, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. So, in fact, Disney submitted this year.
Are you kidding me?
No, Disney submitted this year. I'm not joking.
A web series.
Yeah, a web series.
Well, I think that's the whole industry is shifting to the digital and to the online market because not as many people watching TV and going to the movie, I guess.
And like I said, we've had some other, we've
That's
had
smart,
CBC submits every year. So we don't want to put them in a separate category of their own. And I think because we had 36 judges from 13 countries judge, and they're established, in their industry extremely well. And I'm so honored that they're judges for our festival. They don't care if the name Disney's attached. They watch the web series for what it is.
Yeah.
And if it's worth, and last year we had independents win over, studios. So that's what it's all about,
And budgets are good to have, but it's so much easier to shoot good content these days without huge budgets, right? So.
And people are knowing more and more what they're doing, and they know that the standards are higher, so they know they have to, and it's only benefiting them to take it to the next level. So, but so it was indie, like the indie world too is, they want to stay that way because they have control over what they can do. They, and so they love it. So it's a little bit of best of both worlds. So I'm excited. Like I love the fact that we've got the studios, coming in. So, but where I'd like to see it is to keep it is like you said, very boutique and very intimate, and keep the level of influencers that we do have at the festival, because I think that it gives the indies that much more to go after for their own sakes and where they can go in the future. So, and like I said, just giving back to the community. It's like if we can give back and share with the community possibilities for them to grow and succeed, to me that's the ultimate. I mean that makes everything worthwhile at the end of the day.
Is there anything else you want to say about the fest?
Get down there now. No, not now. 2 weeks. But no, seriously, guys, it's going to be a hoot. Like, we also have fun at the festival. Like, we have a lot of fun. There's a lot of great stuff, like, that's learning and education and experience.
Stuff,
absolutely. Like, I'm thrilled with our panels, but it's about the fun, too.
And it's great networking opportunity as well. So,
it's huge networking. Again, we've got all the countries that are showing up, but also all the industry people that are showing up that are going to be there for you to network with, And, but no, it'll be a lot of fun. And like I said,
where's the after party at? That's what everyone wants to know. Really, where's the after party?
Well, we're gonna have we'll have some parties in the conference center itself, like following, the events, and then they'll move on to, I believe, Mahoney and Sons, which is right below, even in that corner that we're in. They are holding an after party for us, with cheap drinks and all that kind of jazz, and I believe they're doing it for 2 nights. Sorry, but again, this all, we're going to keep tweeting it out, and it's like, go outside and down. But I think, and I know this sounds funny, but we're going to pretend it's live. But no,
kind of is. Mark's got the social media on the go.
Right. Yeah.
Might want to get this part live, I don't know.
Live. Here, we'll go live. But no, truly, get your MF butts down.
Yeah.
That's my friend. MF with a happy face stands for my friend.
And my friend.
My friend. MF otherwise? No, not good. But anyways, no, truly, go to the website, check it out. You'll see all the screenings, all the panels, keynotes, all the fun. Like, there's just so much going on.
All the different events within the event.
Yeah,
basically.
and
after parties.
And we have a new website, so it's very special. But honestly, you guys, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all updates. We're constantly updating.
Just VaNcOuVeR Web Fest.
And these guys, not me, these guys are going to be there at the festival. So look for them. You see what this guy looks like. You don't see what those two look like.
You can't miss me. I'm too tall.
But no, seriously, I would be like, we do it for you, so we want you there, and we want to give back to you guys. So hope to see you in a couple weeks.
All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and please follow her as well. Links will be in the description. Also, we really appreciate your support so far. Please leave comments, suggestions, keep it clean. And if we should interview you maybe, or your friend, or anybody in the city you think is worthwhile talking to, please let us know. And again, thank you for the support, and see you next time.
See you next time. What's your story, Vancouver? Our city, our stories.